Yo, what's going on, guys? Snoozman back here with another YouTube video, and today we're actually talking about how to franchise tag more than one player here in Madden 22 franchise mode. Now, before I do get started with today's video, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are leaving a like and hit that sub button down below. Again, maybe comment down below any other future tip videos you guys would like to see. MLB The Show 22 is coming out very soon, guys. I did pre-order the game, the $100 version, so that is going to be accessible for me on April 1st. So again, stay tuned for that, another video game that I will be doing tips for. But guys, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Now, obviously you guys want to franchise tag more than one player. That's why I'm making this video. Now let's go ahead and go to manage roster and slide over to team salaries. Why am I doing this? Because we want to see what players are actually up for contracts. So pretty much, guys, again, I've talked about this before, but all we really have to see for the up and coming free agents, obviously it has a 0 under the up and coming year that we have to pay them for. So again, Akeem Hicks is a guy that's a free agent. Allen Robinson, again, this isn't an updated roster. By the time this video obviously gets out, there's a bunch of, again, Allen Robinson's on the Rams. So again, if you guys notice that, it's not a big deal. This is for an example. James Daniels, Bilal Nichols, again, Tayshaun Gibson, all these guys. Let's say you want to franchise tag 2, 3, maybe even more players. So all we really have to do, guys, is go over to manage roster, adjust lineup. And why do we want to franchise tag more than one player, guys? Maybe we want to bring back a player or two, or obviously multiple players on a cheap one-year deal. That way we don't have to sit there and negotiate with multiple players that we want to bring back to one-year cheap deals over and over and over, and it just kind of gets annoying trying to obviously negotiate with them for a multi-year contract. So that way, guys, again, this is a process that is very easy. We can do multiple times. So again, if we wanted someone like Allen Robinson, and we wanted to, again, franchise tag him. Now, guys, keep in mind, you will not be able to do this at the end of the season, which is off season. Do not do this in the off season. You can pretty much do this from the beginning of preseason, again, all the way to the end of the season. Do not do this in the off season when it's the last stage to re-sign your players, because right then and there, free agency will shut off. You guys will know why I'm bringing up free agency right now, because obviously when you get to that last stage to re-sign your players, once you force a week, the free agency will all be there, the actual free agency. So that's why that won't work, guys. But again, all we really have to do is come over here. This is a way to technically franchise tag multiple players. It's really one and only way, guys. So you really never have to use the exact and only one franchise tag they give you. You can just do this, because again, the franchise tag and the one franchise tag that EA gives us, they want to make us overpay for 1 year. So I mean, a lot of them are like 1 year, $15 million year, $15 million. Sorry about that. And it's just too much, guys. So it's something that we can easily avoid that money, and we can cut that in half, and we can still bring them back. And again, we can do this for multiple players instead of just one. So guys, we're gonna just straight up release a guy. It's gonna instantly free up 17.9 mil. Again, one of your bigger players that you want to bring back for a cheap 1 year deal, and you're only allowed one. But again, that is a year where EA only gives you 1 year to obviously be able to bring back a player for a franchise tag, and the price is outrageous, guys. So this is going to be able to free up cap, and what happens is we will back out of adjust lineup. Again, you can do this for multiple different players. We will head back and over to manage roster, free agents, and you will notice again, free agents is available throughout the season. Free agents, that's why again we can't wait to the very end of the off season, the very last stage, because again, free agency is the actual free agency is the following week. So that's why we can't really do that, guys. But Allen Robinson right here, as you guys can see, my cap room is terrific. I can bring him in for a 1 year, $6.05 million deal. So again, the one franchise tag that EA gives us, and we wanted to franchise tag him, we couldn't even franchise tag him to the end of the year. Why would the franchise tag happen? Again, from before, maybe you and that player didn't obviously negotiate a deal to happen, you offered that player too many deals and they wouldn't take it, they were too stingy, or you just simply wanted to franchise tag that certain player. But then also, guys, you got to realize the money is just crazy that EA makes you pay for that 1 year, that only franchise tag they give you. So again, we can drop as many players as we want, pick them back up, and then we can have them for the following year for a cheap 1 year $6.05 million deal. It's amazing discount. And again, you can do this to 10-20 different players on your roster for technically a franchise tag, guys. So let's go ahead and sign him back to the roster. And now again, as you guys can see, that deal for the contract is finalized. So guys, I really want to just be able to sim a few weeks just to show you guys. Again, I showed you that Allen Robinson is an up-and-coming contract that we have to repay. I want to be able to sim till week 3, which is the very first week in which you can negotiate with up-and-coming free agents, so you can try and re-sign those players. It starts in week 3, so I want to show you guys and get to that point where it doesn't show Allen Robinson anymore, because again, we re-signed him to a 1 year $6.05 million franchise tag technically. So I want to show you guys he's not there in the new and up and coming re-signed players for this free agency period. So guys, I will see you guys as soon as I have done that. Alright guys, I am back. So as you guys can see, I am in week 3, players ready to negotiate. So let's go ahead and check out and see if Allen Robinson is here for a guy that we need to re-sign. As you guys can see, he would have already popped up because he's technically an 85 overall. So he's ahead of James Daniels. He is not here, guys. Why is that? Because we signed him to a 1 year $6 million franchise tag essentially. And again, we can do that for all these guys. If we wanted to do that for Akeem Hicks, James Daniels, drop them and then pick them back up in a free agency for a year, and then that way we could have them up until obviously after the 2022 season, and then we can just keep on doing this over and over. It saves cap and it gives us obviously multiple franchise tags. And again, you don't want to just use the one and only franchise tag EA gives you at the end of the season after the negotiation fails with some of your players, just to re-sign them back for an enormous deal that obviously they're probably not even worth in the first place if you never sign them to a multi-year contract, guys. So again, this is a way that we can bring back multiple different players on a cheap 1 year stint. And again, essentially that is how we are able to bring back and use multiple different franchise tags. So guys, hopefully this video did help you guys out in any way, and if it did, make sure you guys are again leaving a like, hitting that sub button down below. Again, new game coming to the channel, so hopefully you guys are interested, so stay tuned for that. But guys, again, leave something down below. But till next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.